Greetings to you all, my people, and welcome to another episode of Damole News. Alright, my people, so many Nigerian soldiers have been complaining about their poor welfare and how the salaries they are being paid are not enough to feed themselves and their families. And this problem have compromised Nigerian military, which most of them are now involved in illicit business. Alright, so with the report reaching us today is that a Nigerian army personnel, writes President Tinubu, according to him, he said, with 46,000 naira salary, we now take to oil bunkering, robbery, kidnapping to survive. So I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. So, a soldier with the Nigerian army has lamented the poor salaries of his colleagues, the junior army personnel in the country. According to the sergeant, the Nigerian government has failed to improve welfare package for military officers as a gesture to show appreciation for their effort in securing the country. He also added that the salaries of junior army personnel was last increased by late Umaru Musa Yar'Adua's administration. Yar'Adua was elected as Nigerian president in 2006 on a platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and died on May 5th, 2010. So the aggrieved personnel, in an open letter to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu obtained by Sahara reporters on Tuesday, noted that to meet financial needs, soldiers now got involved in illegal duties, oil bunkering, arms and ammunition armed robbery and kidnapping. The letter, titled "Open Letters to Address Our Suffering in the Nigerian Army," urged the president to attend to their plight. The soldier further asked Tinubu to thoroughly investigate happenings in the army, particularly issues involving and affecting the rank and file. According to the letter written to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it reads, "Sir, with all due respect, I hereby open up to you on how we are from the army authorities. This very letter is about our current challenges within the army alone, not Nigerian Navy nor Nigeria Air Force. We have lost our morale already. In the army today, all the generals are only after their families. They are less concerned about the solution to the current insecurity in Nigeria. Most of these insecurity challenges that we are facing today have the army generals behind them, so they can keep seeing free money that can't be accounted for. Secondly, the salaries of the junior soldiers need to be addressed. Among all the security agencies in Nigeria today, army junior personnel are the ones being paid the lowest. So we need a proper review of our salaries, as junior soldiers are now involved in illegal duties, oil bunkering, sabotage, arms and ammunition armed robbery and kidnapping. Since 2008 that late Yar'Adua increased our salary, nothing has been added to it till date. That was 16 years ago. Private soldiers still collect 46,000 naira. Lance corporals are being paid 50,000 naira. Corporals collect 51,000 naira while sergeants take home 56,000 naira only monthly. Mr. President, staff sergeants are still being paid 67,000 naira. Warrant officers collect 87,000 naira, while master warrant officer, after over 30 years in service, are paid 130,000 naira monthly in this current economy. Meanwhile, Sahara reporters last December reported how the Chief of Defence Staff, General Christopher Musa, said the soldiers and military officers earn less than 50,000 naira as monthly salaries, while generals and soldiers on operations get 1,200 naira for feeding daily. The CDS had disclosed this during an interview where he said that Nigerian soldiers and military officers were doing well and therefore should be paid salaries that were worth the jobs to encourage them to do more. Sahara reporters had several reports on soldiers lamenting poor feeding, poor salaries, poor medical treatment and poor welfare packages in general, despite abandoning their families, putting their lives on the line with massive promise by the Nigerian government. In December, Sahara reporters reported how troops attached to 145 Task Force Battalion of the Nigerian Army in Damasak, Borno State, for Operation Adikai lamented the alleged misuse of power against their rights by their commanding officer. The soldiers, who spoke on condition of anonymity over fear of victimization, also lamented acute hunger. The soldiers, who lamented that they were not being properly fed, called for the immediate intervention of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the military chiefs to address the issue of poor treatment of soldiers on the front lines, sacrificing their lives daily. Apart from not being given good food, the soldiers lamented that many of their colleagues had been killed by terrorists because the military lacked adequate firepower and equipment to combat the insurgents. In what seems to be the affirmation of the claims made by the soldiers, the Chief of Defense Staff said, "The issue of ration cash allowance where we feed anytime we are on operation, I as a general am being fed on 1,200 naira per day with my soldiers. From the first general to the last soldier, the same amount. That is what we manage with. My soldiers collect less than 50,000 naira for a salary a month. We all know the situation on ground. My appeal is for them to have salaries that are worth the work they are doing. We deserve to have that so that it will encourage them to do more. We have a lot of them that are being injured, families separated for a very long time. These are the moral aspects of it that we check to actually ginger the troops we want to do more." Meanwhile, in another news, another Nigerian soldier, Sani Yahaya, goes wild in Enugu, stabs colleague in the head with dagger. So, Private Yahaya Sani, a soldier attached to the 74th Supply and Transportation Brigade, 82nd Division of the Nigerian Army, have stabbed his colleague, Private Aliyu Musa, for allegedly accusing him of stealing. According to the military sources, the incident occurred on Monday night in Enugu metropolis. Sahara reporters learnt that Musa had complained that his phone was missing, alleging the only person with him before the loss was Yahaya. Yahaya Sani of the 74th Supply and Transportation Brigade stabbed his coursemate Aliyu Musa of the same 82nd Division, 74th Supply and Transportation in Enugu with a dagger on his head. On Monday night, while they were both coming back from New Artisan in Enugu metropolis, one of the sources told Sahara reporters, Musa was complaining that his phone got missing while they were in transit and Sani Yahaya was with him at the spot before the sudden disappearance of his phone. The incident is coming few days after another soldier attached to the 82nd Division, Private Mohammed Adamu, killed a pregnant woman, Ms. Aowa Tabra. Sahara reporters learnt that the Nigerian Army had between 2020 and 2021 absorbed 400 members of the civilian JTF into its fold to assist in persecuting the war against Boko Haram terrorists. While confirming the incident in a statement on Sunday, Major General Onyema Onwachukwu, director of the Army Public Relations, claimed former or repentant insurgents had never been enlisted into the organization. He, however, said considerations were given to the civilian joint task force, who is in the fight against terrorism and insurgency in the northeast, distinguish themselves morally and patriotically. So my people, that is it. You see, the truth is that all of these things are happening because Nigeria have a failed system, alright? If the system in Nigeria was working perfectly, we will not be hearing such news. Anyways, I saw this news and I decided to share it with you guys. So please let me know your opinion in the comment section and please help us to like and share this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time and God bless you. Amen.